This is my share. I'm going to share something interesting. This is from a book called How Not to Be Wrong by Jordan Ellenberg. It's like this. In the Second World War, there were a lot of fighter planes that were getting hit by anti-aircraft guns. So they were getting a lot hit, and the Air Force officers, they felt that there is a need to have a protective armor or shield for the fighter aircrafts. So the next step is to obviously think where should we do, because where is important, because the fighter planes cannot carry a lot more load. So only a few kg could be added on to them. So they had to decide where to have this protective shield. So they called for a few consultants like the engineers, mathematicians, and then they did a project. So these people looked at all the fighter aircrafts. And then these aircraft had come back from the field and they had taken a lot of bullets, and these people decided, okay, let's see what is the density of these bullets. So they did a survey on the fighter planes. They found out that the tail area had taken 1.93 bullet hits per square foot, and then on the engine area, which is the front side, so it was only 1.11, which is lesser than the tail area. So what it meant is, okay, a lot more hit is experienced on the tail area. So they decided that that is where the protective shield has to be. One mathematician had a counter view, an opposite view. He said, we are looking at the fighter planes that have come back from the field, and that is why it is like this. So we do not know where the bullets were taken in the flights that did not come back. So obviously it is on the engine side, because otherwise you would have made a recovery possible. Okay, it could have come back. So it is on the front side, which is near the engine area. That is where you should have more. And it is further explained, like saying, if you're going to a hospital, for example, with a lot of people who are with wounds of bullet wounds, so somebody who's taken a hit on the leg would be there in the hospital because he is recovering. Somebody who's taken a bullet on his chest or head is simply not there in the hospital. He is only to be found in the mortuary. So let's not make the mistake of missing the logic. Fighter planes have come back because they took a hit on the tail area. Whichever has taken a hit on the engine area, that fell, not to return. That's it. And that made a very logical point and sense, and then they did what had to be done properly. This mathematician's name was Abraham Wald. It's there in the book. Made an interesting study of how exactly we should look at a problem. Something I felt interesting to share.